All right, Anthony, we're patiently waiting for the arrival of George Carlin.
Yep.
He's here?
Oh, yes?
Where is he? All right, we got to take a break, and we'll talk to him next. All right, hey, George, what's up?
Hey, look, it is him.
Holy cow.
They can't be bothered with that. I'm doing that.
Hey, George, can we take a quick break and get to you? We're running late, all right?
Something good.
You want some coffee or pot? Pot. Young women, what do you need?
Maybe a couple of nice big fat joints.
Okay. We'll talk to George Carlin next, and we want to give away some WWF tickets really fast here, okay? For the show Saturday, December 4th, tickets are going on sale Sunday. And you can win them before you buy them if you give Spaz a call right now. The 10th and 11th callers get them. 212-757-1027 for WWF tickets, all right?
Right.
Yeah, that's the call.
I saw.
Opie and Anthony.
How often do you listen to somebody's cell phone through somebody's uterus?
Most decidedly on the way.
1027 WNEW New York Infinity Broadcasting.
This is FM Talk at 1027 Talk. You can't ignore it. It's Opie and Anthony. Hey, George Carlin making his way into the studio. On the way, also the highlights of our huge in-studio fight from yesterday. We'll do that sometime this hour.
Brawl.
But I might wet myself. Here he comes into the studio.
What's going on?
An actual legend. What's up, man? How you doing? Look at you. It's actually him. George Carlin.
Hey, hello, everybody out there. What do you say? What's going on?
Did you smoke a big fatty before you...
No, man. From 1963, I'm still high. So, I keep high like that, man, off of my, past experiences, man.
Yeah. You don't smoke anymore, do you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Do you?
Punch up, when I write, I like to punch up a little something every now and then.
Yeah.
Look at it through a new lens, and that's
sure.
But then
where can George get his weed, though? I mean, like, you're George Carlin. You can't just go out into the park or something.
I go to the park, and I'm well known in the park. I sell a little there, too.
He's stealing that. Yeah, subsidize the income a bit.
Yeah, so how you guys doing, all right?
All right. I mean, we meet a lot of people, but I think I might wet myself, man. I'm a huge fan.
Oh, thanks, man.
I've been buying comedy albums my whole life, but the first ones I bought were yours.
Well, they're in that little CD package now. You look at them in miniature.
I hear it. You got, a CD box set coming out?
Yeah, it's already out. It's got all of the albums from the 70s. People that go back that far will know the albums. I mean, people who don't might be interested. But the nice thing for a person who's a real fan, because I think a box set is a thing a fan buys, not a casual customer. But anyway, in this thing is an additional bonus CD. You have to have a bonus for the people. Need a bonus, a free extra complimentary bonus at no cost to you. And what it has is an hour and 10 minutes of stuff nobody's heard yet. So it's like putting out a new album, but it's from the 70s. It's all stuff I didn't use then because LPs were limited to 45 minutes about of spoken words. So now we took some of those things off the shelf that didn't get used for time purposes, and they're good. And it's so there's an extra 70 minutes in there, brand new stuff.
Like some more of the dirty words, yeah.
Well, no, not more dirty because those are on the poster. I got a poster in 2,443 of those.
Yeah, I know.
But anyway, this is just just some additional stand-up stuff from the 70s and 80s.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Stuff I maybe forgot you ever did?
No, I knew the stuff, and I knew I had it in reserve because it was A stuff, and it belonged on albums or HBO, but at that time I wasn't doing HBO yet, and the albums were only 45 minutes, so we had to take things that were worthy and put them aside.
Right.
That's what this is all about.
Now, George, you were born and raised in New York?
Manhattan, Upper West Side, 123rd and Amsterdam.
And now you live in Vegas?
I have an address there. I live also a little bit in California, and I come here a lot, and I'm usually on the road. Actually,
New York is a nice, safe place now.
New York has never been anything but safe for guys like me. I just put my head down and walk straight. I know where I'm going. I look like I know where I'm going, and nobody bothers me. It's always been that way, even when it was scary. Even when it was scary there. Never was scary to me.
Well, for two white guys from Long Island, it was a scary place growing up when we came into the city.
Okay, well, I can understand that. And I like the fact that people that don't live right in Manhattan have to call it the city.
The city.
We're going, even guys in Brooklyn have to say that. We're going to the city, man. Say, oh, yeah, right.
In the city.
That's it. I was born in Manhattan, born in New York City, New York State, New York County.
Okay.
All three.
Nice.
Makes me a New Yorker.
Big baseball fan?
I don't. Here's the deal. I've always liked sports. I follow them. I don't let teams of strangers rule my peace of mind, however. I wanted the Mets to do much better than they did. When they didn't do it, I said, fine, come back and call me when you're good. Or better, at least. Okay. So that's the way I am. I don't let them break my heart. I walk away. But I do pull for my New York teams. The only outsider team I pull for is Oakland because they hire cast-offs and guys that are in trouble and people who are, hookups we used to call them, and people that are outside the system make it with Al. And Al's from Brooklyn, and he's got the 1952 hairdo.
Yes, he does.
You can't dislike a guy who takes on the whole league in court and beats him. Right. So the Oakland's a favorite of mine, but the Jets, the Giants, and the Knicks, the Nets, and the Yankees, and the Mets. I know it's stupid to like them all, but I do.
That's okay. One of my favorite bits ever.
Yeah.
From you. Baseball, football.
You know what I did lately? I did a Leno show, a Jay Leno show about 2 weeks ago, and I did the latest, most up-to-date version of that. Mm-hmm. And it has a few extra elements that weren't in it before, and it was always something that was in the midst of development. It was never finished.
That's a great bit.
So thank you. I'm proud of that piece, and I threw it out there the other night, and now I have a nice new complete version.
Could you give us a couple of the new ones?
Well, a couple of the points I made, and I probably won't make them as articulately as I'd like here, but
just smoke that big joint.
Well, not quite that. It's just that I memorized them well for that.
Oh, okay. All right.
They were new points. One of them is in most sports, most sports you score. Most sports that have a ball, you score with the ball, and you cannot score without the ball. In baseball, you score without the ball, and in fact, the ball can prevent you from scoring. Another point is in most sports, the ball or object is put in play by the offensive team. In baseball, the defense puts the ball in play, and only the defense is allowed to touch the ball. And in fact, if an offensive player touches the ball in baseball, he's out. If he does it intentionally and sometimes unintentionally, he's out. Right. And the one other comparison I came up with, because I'm always talking about how baseball has a kind of a fruitier tone to it because it's a slower, old-fashioned pace, and football's about war and fighting and all that. So one of those points that I made, an additional one, is that the music involved in football is marches and military music, and in baseball, take me out to the ball game is a waltz. So it's really nice the way the piece is shaped up. I wish I could do it all for you now, but
no, that's okay. It's just wanting a little taste,
That's all you have time for on this fast-paced radio scene.
Woohoo! Now with this, the whole censorship thing, you've always been against that, sure. Obviously. Yeah. What's the deal with Marty Ingalls? Doesn't he have a problem with you?
I guess so, but they tell me he has taken out ads. He took an ad out in Variety. For people who don't know, Marty Ingalls is a comedy guy from the comedy world. Had a TV show of his own once called I'm Dickens, He's Spencer. He's married to Shirley Jones of the, Shirley Jones situation. I couldn't touch that family. That's it. So he took exception to a lot of my stuff and took an ad out in Variety to tell the Emmy people not to give me the Emmy for my show. He didn't like my show that I did on HBO this year. What the hell is that? We're all diseased. Yeah. But I found out that he has done this with other things that he took exception to. Yeah. So it's not personal, I guess. But how can you come out of comedy and, Steve Allen has...
That's another thing, right.
That's one I don't understand.
Well, that's what's great about you. Obviously, you've been in the business for quite a few years.
Yeah, 40 or something.
And it's not like you've gotten older and all of a sudden you lost your friggin' mind like some of these guys.
No, I got lucky. Whatever genetic kind of package I got real lucky with energy and stamina, but also with the need to kind of improve and grow and progress. You see, this is entertainment, and I know that it's entertainment, and I know it's just stand-up comedy, but it's art, too. There's art in here, and I think an artist has an obligation to be en route somewhere, to be moving somewhere, and he don't have to know where it is, as long as he's out there moving, and that's what I've tried to do, and I've always changed according to the beat of my heart and how I felt, not, to please the fashions of the day, but it happens that I had a good ear for that anyway, but I just had to take care of myself, and that's what I did.